Hello and welcome back to another video. So this time I'm going to be showing you 3 different places to farm up Iron Horde armor scraps. Now this first place is absolutely overpowered and I'm pretty sure Blizzard are going to hotfix it at some point, so I will show you 2 other ones which are quite reasonable that I think have got a far smaller risk of being hotfixed. So right now I'm in the Southwind Cliffs. This is in Frostfire Ridge and it's just located here where my character thingy is. And it's pretty insane, actually. These mobs spawn at a ridiculously fast level, like maybe sometimes 10 seconds faster, or after you kill one of them. So that's definitely quite nice. Now, looking at my my log here, you can see quite a few armor scraps, and then quite a few dry spells. One of the things you have to understand about farming these scraps is that, honestly, while a good location will help you, a lot of it comes down just to pot luck because the drop rates are so inconsistent. There are times where I've went through maybe 10-15 minutes with no drops, and just right when I've done this video, look how many I've got. That's insane. So the drop rates are really all over the place. Now what you can definitely see from this location here is that it's just extremely quick in terms of the respawns. I mean, I kill 2 guys, I turn around, another 2 are spawned. It's pretty insane. And that's why I say that this is definitely going to be hotfixed at some point. However, like for the duration of this video or for the next few weeks or whatever, while this is a thing, go ahead and use it because it'll save you time. The drop rates for these things, as I said, are so inconsistent that, damn, you need everything on your side, honestly. Okay, so next here we are in Arcanon Siege Yard. This is in Talador at, yeah, that location there, and it's pretty good. Now, this is, I'd say, the second best place in my experience, second to the Frostfire one, obviously. However, it does have one rather large problem. This is a questing location. In fact, a lot of these mobs drop quest items. This means that you may face competition from other people who are just, you know, doing their quests, which is a little bit annoying, honestly. So, if it's busy, then you're probably not want to, you probably won't want to check this place out. Honestly, maybe more of an off-peak farming location. Now, as always with these farming spots, you know, the drop rates are insanely inconsistent and very annoying. I again have had times in this place during my testing before this video where I had loads of things drop very quickly, you know, within 5 minutes. I maybe got like 15. And then I've had loads of dry spells where, again, it's been like 20 minutes with hardly anything. So, again, it's really about the luck of the draw with this. You could be in the best farming location and just get extremely unlucky. Now, in terms of routes and stuff like that, really I just recommend running around the place and killing stuff that's living. If you go in here with some sort of specific route, all that's going to happen is a few people doing quests will appear and ruin your day. Though in general, if you just make your way sort of around this main interior sort of area, well, interior to the wall anyway, if you just make your way around here in circles, that's a pretty good way of doing it, in my experience. So yeah, Arcanon Siege Yard. It's a pretty good place. Next, let's move on to the other Talador spot. So the final place is the Orunai Coast, which is located here, which is actually right beside Arcanon Siege Yard. This place is really good for a number of reasons. There's decently consistent spawns with these boats that come in, and they sort of drop off guys in pairs, which is pretty handy. And in general, there's just quite a lot of mobs floating around the place. They are also, you know, it's Talador, so they're level 94, they're pretty weak, and that's certainly a nice thing. The fact that they spawn in pairs is very nice for some classes. For an example, I've got Chimera Shot, which will do a bit of AoE to targets who are adjacent to each other, which is very good. And really, while all this area over here is decent, the best place is in and around where I'm facing now. You've got a whole bunch of spawns here, you then have got a whole bunch of spawns over here. So that's all very good. And if you head over here, you have 3 definite spawns at this little rock thingy, and also there are a bunch of spawns, yeah, over here at this, like, set of wooden things. So, basically, if you move in a triangle between... Oh, whoops, I just volleyed. Well, no harm done, at least the people I care about. So, yeah, if you move in a triangle from this place over here to that place, like the rock thingy, then to over here, and then finally over there to the end of the beach, and then just make your way back here, and that should be you pretty much good. You really do kill a lot of mobs here. And this is my favorite spot because, unlike the Arcanom shipyard, it's not full of players questing or anything like that. There is a bonus objective here, but I just seem to have less competition. Well, I say this is my favorite place. This is my favorite place that I don't think will be hotfixed. Whereas I think that place that I showed you first will absolutely be hotfixed. Because it was just insanely powerful. Really, it was too good. And hey, I just killed so many mobs, looted, and got nothing. That's the inconsistency in action. Now, just one little note about drop rates. I've nearly considered not mentioning them. Not drop rates, scraps per hour. I really consider not mentioning that because the insane standard deviation and all those mathematical thingamajigs that come into play with Iron Horde armor scraps mean that you would have to farm for like 20 or 30 hours to get a average number per hour that's statistically significant and meaningful. So what I'm going to say is that roughly you're going to get from 40 if you're super unlucky to 100 an hour. Maybe you're going to be, you might just have an extremely lucky hour and get 200. Maybe you'll have a terrible hour and only get 20. But roughly, I've found that I've been getting in and around 60 to 80 an hour. That would be my average, I would say, based on what really I found during the beta and then with my testing in live. So that's really it for farming this stuff. Overall, it's a bit of a pain in the ass to farm, I'll be honest. But it does yield some really awesome transmog gear, so hey, I guess it's worth it in the end. Oh, and just one final note, you can get additional armor scraps via the work order at the bunker/war mill. However, it's not really worth it. It's 20 garrison resources for usually 1 scrap, and that's 1 scrap every 4 hours. I personally just do not see the value in that. I don't think it's worth it. Now that said, if you are like me and you've got a whole bunch of scavenger followers, you'll probably want to throw your garrison resources into the bunker anyway. And the reason for that is because you can get armor upgrade tokens for your followers, which are very, very nice and absolutely very useful. So anyway, there you go. That's a look at Iron Horde armor scraps. Bit of a bitch, but hey, I'm sure you'll be able to work it out. Anyway, that's it for me. Thank you for watching the video, and I'll see you next time.